Hello, winos. Welcome to the short pour for episode 10. For those of you just joining us, the short pour is the Cliff Notes version of our longer episode where we attempt to boil it down to a succinct 5 to 7 minute overview of the longer episode. We're going to do our best. So here we go. Now, in this version with our wine, we do did you love it, like it, or loathe it? So, Trish, what were you drinking and what's your answer?
So I loved it. It is an Aldi find. Their specially selected Rioja from Spain. Delicious, delicious. Absolute thumbs up. What about you, Jules?
So I drank my Grazie White from a box, and I love that one. So I've reviewed it before, so I'll just stick with that. So I loved it. Okay, so anyway, Trish, tee us up for what we were chatting about on our longer episode.
June is Pride Month. Happy Pride, y'all! I am so excited about this episode because I love to be a supporter and an ally for our LGBTQ plus community. But can I now make an angry face, Jules? I'm also horrendously mortified by the fact that we even have to do this episode. So, happy for Pride, disgusted at what we have to present. What do you think, Jules?
Agree with you. You know, we joked during the longer episode that we're channeling all our menopausal rage and our lack of, as you put it, fire trucks that we have left to give. So you can all, we made that a little PG thanks to Trisha. And I think that is one of the things that really stuck with me was just how many initiatives and programs have been implemented in the last year and a half that really undermine all of the progress that we have made. And I think the other thing that, we talk about at length during the longer episode is that it's all under this guise of, no, we're keeping things equal. But things were never equal to begin with. And that is what we're losing here is we had made progress towards getting there. I keep thinking about that one cartoon where it talks about equality and it shows, three people behind a fence and they're all on a step that's a different height. And it shows them in different protected classes and how it's not the same. It might look the same from the other side of the fence because you can see everybody's head, but everybody's standing on a different step based on what they have had to deal with in the past. And that's what we're talking about. Like we had made so much progress, particularly with the LGBTQ plus community. Like I think about when we grew up, we're Gen X, nobody talked about it. You couldn't talk about it. And how now my nieces who are in their mid-20s are, somebody comes out to them and they're like, okay, whatever. And it's amazing and that's wonderful. But it seems like we're losing a lot of that just because I don't want to say just, because this current environment, the current administration is coming out with so many programs that are designed to roll all of that progress back. What about you? What stuck with you? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's okay. I was going to say the only thing I would add to exactly what you just said is the sneakiness behind it, which is what we talk about a lot in the episode too, is that, as you said, it's on their face, very neutral, but the impact that these again, we try not to use the word initiatives, y'all, but we can't come up with anything better, that the impact that these initiatives are having and are going to continue to have. They are sneaky. And I think that is the point that really hit me, was just how much of an impact this can have not just on people from a personal standpoint, but in the workplace, and not just from the hiring perspective, but everything going down to like care that they could have access to. That's scary and heartbreaking for me.
Absolutely. So Trish, what is, one takeaway that you really want our listeners to know from that episode?
I think that my biggest thing would probably be our discussion on bystander intervention. There are a couple of things that you said in there that I had never really thought about, the impact of the second and third people. So I'm just going to leave that out, kind of trailing out there so that people can listen for that tidbit. Because for me, that was absolutely huge. And I know I'm always going to try to be the second or third person going forward.
I love it. I would say that there are still ways that we can support our LGBTQ plus friends, and we can do so as HR professionals and managers. And we go through many of those steps. The quickest one that I'm going to share right now is just to have a symbol in your office or on your person that lets people know you're safe. So whether that's a rainbow pin or a trans pin or a little sign in your office, whatever you prefer, but some way to let other people know that you are a safe person to come to can make a huge difference in just letting them know that they are not alone in the workplace.
Ally,
yes. Be a good ally. There's lots of ways to do that, and we talk about a lot of them. So please tune in to the full episode for all of the details and good tips and tricks, along with a side of rage and indignation.
And make sure that you do subscribe wherever you get your podcasts and follow us on any of your socials. Oh, and don't forget to check out our Amazon finds. In our next episode, I have a really cool new wine glass to share.
Oh, exciting. Cheers!
Cheers!